And welcome to Monday evening's live show. You see the rest final position of a bullet game that I played right before the show. Yeah, and why did I play a bullet game? Why would I do that? There was a clear reason, or there is a clear reason. My usual mouse failed on me. It doesn't do anything. I don't know, it was really acting quite weirdly. So what did I do? I switched to my super cheap notebook mouse, and I had to check if this mouse is actually working decently. It's okay. So no excuses, even though I will definitely see that as an excuse if I should screw up totally. Okay, I got a request for a 5-minute game on. And let's see. Oh, we have Olegas on. Do I want to have Olegas in a rook against rook click fest with my notebook mouse? Okay. Okay, welcome to all of you in the chat. I've got many regulars on. Alle wird Jod sagt good evening. No bullet stream. I've got a request for a 5-minute out and I don't get a game. It's a little bit strange.
Game started.
I know we get one against Trojan Knight. So let's see if I can get Knight F3 going. I was doing okay with the bullet before. It really wasn't all that bad. It is a bit strange, but I use that mouse regularly with my notebook. I'm not playing online on the notebook. Just use it for creating chess content, like books and stuff. What's going on here? The Trojan Knight is not playing. Don't tell me we've got one of those people who lets the clock run down. Please play. I don't like to resign. Why can this not just be fixed? Yeah, if they don't play a move in the first 1.5 minutes, just I was doing cocaine with the bullet. No, I was doing okay. Okay with the bullet. I've never tried cocaine, and you shouldn't do either, I think. Really? Why isn't that just changed in the survey? If they don't move at, let's say, for a minute, you just get the win. Ah, that's good. So we have a game. Okay. Yeah, he's playing the weight defense, actually. This is called the weight defense after, is that Bob Wade? I think it's Bob Wade. Yeah, I think I go d5. I'd like to take the space here. He will probably go e5 here, I would assume. Yeah, and this is a position where white is very comfortable. I've got the 2 bishops and black has space problems. This is basically the way I play chess. Give me 2 bishops, give me space, and I will be happy. F5. Yeah, the wait, as in waiting. Yeah, in some way it is waiting. I also could have done that a little bit more aggressively, but if I just keep the position as it is, I will be slightly better, so no reason to do something fancy. Yeah, here I think I'll take with the knight. That structure does not look healthy. for black. Yeah, what is he going to do? Can take here. I think I should probably move this off the long diagonal so that b3 is more of an option. But it should be comfortable basically no matter what I do. Cocaine might be good for hyperbullet, maybe. Hyperbullet, I heard that now they have ultra bullet as well, which is 15 seconds per game, which is extremely sick. I mean, okay, so, oh wow. Yeah, here I can take on e5. Huh? Take here, take on e5. This is just better for white. I think I'll take. Let's do this. How there's a question by Victorex Scar. How he has started to play the Caro-Kann. How can he find general plans in the middle game, plans connected to pawn structures? Do I have to buy a book? Yeah, maybe. A book can help, even though I don't quite know what book I would recommend for the Caro. It also is just helpful to use use databases maybe, and search for typical games that feature ideas that you might adopt.
Check.
I would look for experts in databases. Who's the biggest Caro expert nowadays? Some years ago it would have been Alexei Dreyev. I don't think Dreyev plays it that often anymore. Yeah, the Flores Rios book is always a good bet for learning. A good hint, Marcus. Yeah, so black did not want to put the knight onto a8, which is probably not a Trojan knight. It's just a dead knight then. Yeah, I'm covering this pawn. Yeah, he will very likely try to advance with the king. I think f4 is an option. If he goes king f7, I go f5. Yeah, or here f5. Keeps the black king out of it. And I can just bring the king up next. Or even b5 immediately.
Black resigns.
Yeah, okay, he was in trouble also with the time disadvantage. Yeah, looking through games without comments can be tough, I understand.
Game started. The
Flores Rios book, maybe. So, white against Mr. What do I do here? Erko Leacone. This is a really, really good customer. I've got 21 out of 25. I don't quite remember the games. d6. Okay. What do you think about the Ulfstad variation of the fried liver? It seems to be incorrect, unfortunately. Would be a cool line to play, the Ulfstad. There is no Ulfstad variation of the fried liver, Gajinsko says. Maybe you're right, yeah, technically, but people often call it like fried liver there as well. I understood what he meant. Tyler Spencer asked, when you were in FM, what did you study? You mean what I studied when I was still a FIDE master? That's tough to answer, actually. So what's going on here, Erco? Yeah, my development is not great. But I've got the 2 bishops, which is always good. Naja, not always good. I mean, if you meant what did I do to become an IM compared to being an FM before? This is not so easy to say, because I was an FM for a really long time, but I had the playing strength of an international master for most of that time, but I've simply failed to make the final norm that was necessary. So I cannot say that I did a particular thing to improve from FM to IM, especially as interesting here, especially as I didn't stay for a very long time between 2300 and 2400. I basically went there like within a year or so. So I did not really have this 2300 all that long. But I've been a FIDE master for 15, 16 years to becoming IM. But that doesn't mean that the playing strength wasn't there. My training back then in the mid 1990s was mostly about going through games. That has always been the main thing. Okay, Mr. Erco, he wants to put a knight onto f4, maybe knight e6 even coming up. No, directly. Okay. That's true, yeah. The Karo is a Georgian opening. Many Georgian players play it. Okay, so interesting to see what he's doing here. My structure is a lot better. I need the knight on c3, of course. The knight on d2 is just not well placed. I don't play that many tournaments, actually. I'm, of course, more focused on my chess teaching, so I don't play that much. Queen e5, that's interesting. I don't want to take, that looks a little bit off. I rather want him to take and also switch the bishop to c2, but I don't see how I can do that. Tough to say. It's a cool question. If I would consider to play a match against Olegas for charity, yeah, actually I would do that. Yeah, if it's a good cause, I would do that, even though it is a real torture. Yeah, with increment I would play that, yeah, of course. Also probably without increment, but yeah, I'm just attacking the a4 pawn. Maybe I can take it. Nope. So if I take now here, is that a good decision or not? I think I will take. He will take with the f pawn, I think, yeah. Probably this is a draw. Usually this is the moment where you blunder stuff. When you say, ah, it's probably a draw, yeah. Then you blunder the house. I shouldn't blunder knight d3, yeah. Again, I want to blunder. I shouldn't do that. Giri against Olegas, yeah, that wouldn't be very funny. Giri would just crush him, of course. Okay, put this here. Try to do something. What engine do I recommend? I just use Stockfish because it's for free, and I don't see. I mean, you can argue that maybe you should be more flexible, use Komodo as well, stuff like that. But I just I think it's not a huge deal.
Time warning.
Now you can actually take b4 twice. Yeah. And he takes there, yeah. That isn't all that great, thinking about it. Yeah, I can check here, but it doesn't help all that much. I can bring the king up to f6 to e7. It doesn't really help, unfortunately. He can go to b6.
Check. Check.
Yeah, I probably have to play the draw here, right? Can I do this? It's probably a bit risky.
Black forfeits on time.
I didn't even see that he was so low. Yeah, anyway, sorry, I didn't follow the chat. It was tough at the end. Yeah, I think Olegas would also just lose to Gustafsson, probably, yes. But he's tough, yeah. He doesn't make that many mistakes and doesn't lose all that many games. I don't know. Yeah, of course. We have jokes in German language. I don't really am a good I'm not good at telling any. Why does Germany have so many IMs and GMs but no player above 2,700? Yeah, I think it's probably a matter of how attractive it is in Germany to become a purely just
Game
playing
started.
Professional. Oh, who is that? Sparnal. What? Yeah, very high rated. That's Slovenia, actually. That is Slovenia. Okay. Yeah, I think in Germany, probably becoming a purely professional player, it's not attractive to many people. Even promising players like, let's say, Blühbaum, I don't think he's a professional. And we've seen in Dortmund that he's got plenty of potential. He still does his studies. And it's, I mean, I'm not saying this is bad that he's doing it. It's just that if you have this kind of attitude, you're not going to become a world-class player. You just have to be fully focused on playing. Yeah, this is a very unconventional game. Do that, I don't know.
Draw offered.
Really? Yeah. I suppose
drawn.
He has to. Yeah, he said I have to go, you know, here. And yeah, I mean, okay, it's 9 points, and I don't really like to play against this. Okay, so a new game. It's a bit unfortunate, but it's okay. Harmony 1957. Yeah. Who's that? No name. On average, how many lessons do I do with the same student a week? Ooh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. One hour a week is probably average. It depends. I've got also various levels, let's say, of student-teacher relationship. There are also some students who really they don't want to do it so regularly, so we just meet on occasions when we say let's say let's prepare a certain opening or prepare a certain position type or so. King's Gambit. I should play the King's Gambit, you say? We'll see. I can play a little bit of e4, of course. That I can definitely do, and see what happens. Interesting. c5 looks. This timing looks a little bit. Looks a little bit strange. Yeah, bishop takes should be nice for me. Even though, yeah, it is better for white. Yeah, and here, I was thinking knight a4, but I'm not sure if d4 is maybe an option for him. I will do that though. Tyler Spencer asks if I'm accepting new students. Generally I do it. It's not so easy to find open time slots. I'm happy to answer your detailed questions. You can go into my website chessexplained.com and send me a message. Then we can see what we can do. If we find a common time and everything. Okay, so let's have a look here. Knight g5 is a move that looks annoying here. Absolutely. It's mate. Red is mate. I don't like this position so much. I can go h4, yeah. e4. Maybe. Maybe there was e4, as Marcus suggests. Okay, bishop here, yeah. I don't like my position, to be perfectly honest. I really don't like it. Maybe I should have played queen to f3, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, now I'm definitely going there. Okay, but isn't this... I don't really have a good continuation. I wanted to do this here anyway, but it doesn't really do much. E3 is bad. It's not easy here. Yeah, Nakamura is doing live streams now. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I didn't watch that. Maybe I will check it out. So I think this is maybe better for black, but not totally sure what his plan is. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, he wants to use this. This is dangerous, of course. My back rank and stuff. My mouse is acting in a weird way. Right, okay, bishop c1. Yeah, that doesn't look good, yeah. It was not good. Yeah. He's also, it seems that black is not finding something totally convincing. His knight is still pinned, right? Is there a tactic? I don't see a tactic. Try to bring the knight to d3. Or to c4. Queen e7 maybe, yeah? I tries to put a rook onto f6. Definitely makes sense. Oh wow, that's really an issue. Oh mein Gott, das ist nicht gut.
Time warning.
Yeah, I'm totally lost here. Very nice game by Black. Not a good game by me, but he did a good job, I think. There's probably some kind of knockout. At least continues for a moment still. No. Queen f3, friggin'. I would have liked to fight a little bit at least, and now I cannot even fight. Yeah. It's bad. Yeah, he deserved the win there, yeah. He deserved the win, definitely. But I cannot do here much here, probably. It's still lost. Totally lost. No, I played that I really played badly. Probably this knight a4 business was wrong. This stuff here, that was probably something was wrong there.
Game started.
Yeah, that part of the game I really played badly. Got into real trouble out of the opening. Okay, so let's see if I can get this automatic checkmate in as it happens. People play this so often. Do they actually now know that they're getting hit with that attack? You really get that played more in recent times. I should take. Forgot to take on. Now you get this. No, this is weird actually. 95 first is what they do. Yeah, I don't want to trade now. I really don't. I mean, it's okay for me, but I would like to move the knight and rather play for f5 in this position. And I don't see that this, I don't think it's possible. Okay, so let's play normal stuff. Sorry. So he allows me to play 97 in this position. I am not f5 is sorry, half a threat. Jordan Page asks, do I have favorite TV shows? I haven't really been looking into TV shows that much since I became a professional chess teacher. I tend to work so much that and I mean enjoyable work, that I really don't watch much TV. I mean, I watch absolutely no let's say regular like German TV because it's just completely unbearable. But I did watch, that was a bad move actually.
Check.
And now he's got d4. It's probably okay for him. Yeah, it's probably not a disaster, but still. But I mean, there are really good US shows or British shows, so I've watched a bit some years ago, the things that were popular back then and that I liked, like Breaking Bad or Dexter or things like that. I didn't watch Game of Thrones, and maybe I should try that, but the general like fantasy kind of setting is not usually my cup of tea. Yeah, so what is he doing here? I was expecting d4, but somehow he's not playing it. I don't know, maybe he's got some... Oh, he's got bad connection. Bad connection. Maybe I'm winning this by a disconnection issue on the white side. What is that? Brad Pitt fighting zombies? What movie is that? It's supposed to be on German TV. I think I heard about that. His bishop on h7. Yeah, it was mostly...
White forfeits due to disconnection.
There to gain the tempo and then go d4. I think d4, then knight d7 back. It's a really weird thing. Tough. World War Z, yeah, I heard about that. John Smith asks, how do taxes work when working over the internet? Oh, you don't want to know. my accountant is doing everything. Yeah, I just pay the normal, let's say, German taxes. Yeah, a bit of a slow session. Yeah, it takes a while to get opponents. Woodigas is actually on and playing, so I could get that pairing. Got some good guys on. Goldmund is playing and Iva is on. Eva Videnova, she's got a really high rating.
Game started.
Ploppe, let's play Ploppe. B3, okay. I'm using a desktop, yes. Knight to e2. Huh. Tja. Tja, I can take maybe. Jordan Page asks, do you believe that everybody has a rating ceiling?
Check.
That some people, no matter how hard they work, will never get above a certain point. Yes, I do believe that. That's absolutely true. So here we have a pretty open position. I inserted the check to make him play some sort of committal move like c3. Let's see how Plopper is handling that. Yeah, so it's close. Maybe I should just do this for knight e5. Knight e5 and make some pressure. He cannot castle, you know. So what about this? Queen f6 to h6. Maybe. Many possible ideas. I don't think so. Jordan Page asked me if I could hit 2,600 if I work really hard. And my answer is very unlikely. I think rather no is appropriate. My current rating is 2,440, and I think I could probably get to somewhat above 2.5, but 2.6 is really hard. Really hard. I mean, I've never played. I played like 1 or 2 tournaments in my life where I hit this kind of performance, and I think it's really tough. Yeah, this position is really wacky. I think I just go a5. I have pieces on the king side, but he just castled queen side, which is funny. I don't think this is that bad, but he can play like h3 and g4 stuff. So let's see, I cannot take. No, those performances weren't GM norms, because one was just a 5-round event, the European Club Cup, and I also hit this kind of performance once when I won the state championships, but there were no grandmasters playing. So it was a really nice performance, but there were no GMs. Nowadays I think one is a grandmaster of those guys, but at the time, no. Yeah, this looks really wacky, but I do have some ideas, or at least. I don't know. The queen isn't so bad now here, right? I'm looking at this. Okay, so what is 95 doing? I'm not sure. I think I have to do this anyway. And now, yeah, one thing is with this thing, what kind of playing strength can you hit and so on. I actually enjoy teaching more than playing, to be honest. So I don't really want to play all that much. So what to do here? I can take on e5. That is a weird move. The knight is his only active piece, so this is it's still it looks weird. I can definitely just take g5, play queen f5, but okay, here the knight is hanging first, so he's going f4 probably. Yeah, this is good for black, but I was hoping for more. Any of my students going to reach 2,600? That's a funny question. I don't think so, actually. I'm happy with oh. That's a good move. By Plopper. Can I do this? Keeping everything attacked. I didn't see that beforehand, of course. I think it works, which is pure luck.
Check.
Okay, so what's going on here? Yeah? Take the rook. Yeah, I just have to gamble him. Play quickly. Hope for the best. Wait. Knight f5. Knight f5 just around the corner. Wow, not good. Can just take c7 actually. That doesn't help. It still sucks.
Time warning.
It's a remarkably bad position. The worst thing is it's so easy for him to play this position. Super easy to play. He's playing this really well.
Check. 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 Game drawn.
So he just escaped to a draw. Okay. Nah, that was a weird game. Eh? Weird from start to finish and probably pretty awful. Okay, let's go for a new game. Oh my goodness. We were both probably in good shape at some point. Well, but didn't really do well there. Yeah, this is certainly good for black, I mean, but I didn't do it right.
Game started.
Mara Anguis. My mind is broken. I don't know who that is, by the way.
Check.
Yeah, I'm currently working a bit on this opening. And I don't really know it. I think they go g5 there quite often and early. Mare Anguis, the narrow sea. Yeah, Mare is the sea. Yeah? Anguis. Yeah, I didn't get Olegas. Oh! I just blunder e4. That's not good. Anyway, have to give the GM some sort of head start. Otherwise, it's not entertaining enough, probably. Yes, and he doesn't take e4 even. Likes this even more. But okay, let me keep the e4 pawn then. Not sure that this was really better. I mean, my development is not that bad. If I get bishop c2, knight d2, d4, I'm okay. Not great. Mare Anguis means sea of the snake. Okay. Okay, so he's looking at this pawn there on c3. Jordan Page asks, have I ever read my great predecessors? Yeah, I've got the books. And I cannot say that I've read them all. That would be pretty tough. It's a lot. It's lots of stuff. But I've read most of it. Even though from the chess history point of view, I was reasonably well read before I got the book, so in many cases I didn't really learn anything substantially new. But I think it's a really good starting point to get an overview of chess history. So I recommend those books usually. There are also bad points about them, but most of it is good. So interesting. His pawn structure isn't great, but he's got the bishop pair. That's interesting. If I can rearrange my pieces properly, I think I'm quite okay. Bishop onto e3. Getting the king to e2. Is he going f5 here in this position? Maybe. But that knight e5. No. Okay, f5 is not a problem. Yeah, it's funny, right, that Magnus Carlsen is playing in the World Cup. That's interesting, yeah. I mean, he always stated that he likes knockout tournaments, so there is definitely some logic to that he's playing. Okay, and now we are getting somewhere, because the bishop on b7 is just not a good piece. Yeah, I think black is slowly but surely going to be pushed back here. It's not really a good position. It's going here. One rook comes to c3 and knight to b3, and he will lose c5. I don't even need to put rook onto c3. f5, there's f3 and over. Yeah, he had to do something early on. Now black is toast. Just win c5. Ah, that snake, sea of the snake is a sea on the moon. Yeah, so we learn cool things in these live streams. So on knight b3 he wants to go rook b6, I guess. Okay. Don't think that this helps him much. He wants to get into opposite colored bishops. Ah, interesting. Okay. And then I have to do it differently. This is going to be very nice compensation for the exchange. I actually think he will probably try to return it as soon as possible. Maybe he will just sack on c5, yeah? But anyway. Rook comes to f1. That black is completely toast. Yeah, that's my knight and bishop are so much stronger than his pieces. This rook doesn't even have squares. So let's see.
Check.
Maybe he's just sacrificing now. Huh, I didn't think about that. Well, it's true, yeah, the a-pawn is kind of dangerous.
Time warning. Check. Check. Black resigns.
Yeah, okay, the a-pawn, I don't know, maybe I was overestimating this, but I thought he really had a bad position after the exchange sack. Okay, let's go for a new game and see who's coming next. One Olegar's game, maybe? He's not on anymore, unfortunately. Yeah, I was actually thinking of playing a tournament in the US, yeah, the World Open, something like that. I don't have a concrete plan for that, but it's something I have on the radar. Yeah, one more game.
Game started.
And it's a miracle. Okay. Nope. Don't get a Benko. The trump it is. Oh, I think I go queen b6 here, or f5. b3. That looks bad. I mean, really, b3. You give up your dark squared bishop and then you play b3. That looks weird. Really, really weird. maybe knight to b4. Tyler Spencer asks, how much time do I put into my own chess studies? That's easy, basically 0. Simply no time. Philip Hoffman asks if I saw Magnus Carlsen's girlfriend. No, who is that? Is she good looking? I have no idea. Didn't see it. Didn't see her, or didn't see the news, I mean. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, the check looks very obvious.
Check.
Let's check. D5 is hanging, actually. So if I go here, how does he cover it? Yeah, I mean, I can take that. Yeah, let's take it. Queen to g4. So he's trying to take this. I can check this with check here, right?
Check.
That cannot really be bad. It's kind of irritating, this position, but I can just go back, right? Or do I have something better? d6, queen takes, bishop f5, maybe. And then knight d6, that's really wacky stuff. I just go back. Magnus posted a picture on Facebook. Okay, then I'm not going to see it. I just know I'm running into this frigging fork. This is a fork on c3. This is stupid. What did I do here? That's really stupid. You're like winning after move 7, yeah, and then you get into this stuff. Yeah, I'm so stupid sometimes. I didn't see that the bishop is hanging. Yeah, d6, knight d4, bishop f5 would have run to knight d6. I'm such a moron. This is spoiling the whole session, yeah? This crappy game. When you like win after move 5. Yeah, that knight move was a big mistake. Of course it was. Especially considering that that black was probably winning with every single normal move, as this was completely unplayable stuff by white.
Check. Check.
And now he gets the queen traded, yeah. I still won't resign. I mean, white played the beginning of that game so terribly. You never know what he will do.
Check.
Tja, I don't have enough material here, not even close. Even though, yeah. No, I never played any other strategy game in any sort of serious way. The only thing that I tried is poker, which is not really a strategy game. It has some strategic elements, but did I go into F4 here? Almost.
Check.
That's actually pretty, isn't that? Is that so easy? Probably. Rook A7 coming and mate on C7. Okay.
Black resigns.
These are always the most frustrating games. Yeah, like, yeah, you after move 5 or so, you're strategically winning, as B3 is really complete nonsense. Yeah, I mean here black is just winning, and
check.
And here this is basically resignable.
Check.
Yeah, I can do whatever here, just not the move that I played. Yeah, I mean just. This is so idiotic. You go here and white resigns the game. It's just completely over. Okay, anyway. That cost some points. Yeah, I've actually lost points in that session. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the show. I'll be back next Monday. That is the 31st, right? Yeah, next Monday, usual time, usual place. Again, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for also being active in the chat. Bye-bye.